Last night, the three men who want to be Indiana's next governor facing off in their first of two scheduled debates, and for the first time it was virtual. Republican Governor Eric Holcomb is hoping to keep his job, while Democrat Dr. Woody Myers and Libertarian Donald Rainwater want to unseat him. Abdul Hakim Shabazz, editor of Indy Politics, joining me now to talk about the biggest takeaways, and once again, we had him stay up to watch it. Good morning to you, Abdul.
Good morning, my friend. Always good to be here.
All right, let's start off with teacher pay. I did a quick check and I saw in terms of public teachers, about 57,000 here in Indiana. So teacher pay, that was one of the big topics.
Yes, and basically you had Governor Holcomb say, look, we're doing a good job with teacher pay. We got our commission we got going on. We ate up some of the school's pension debt to free up money for teachers. So teacher pay is getting to the classroom. You had Dr. Woody Myers make a little bit of news, saying that not only would he listen to teachers, but also he would appoint Jennifer McCormick, the outgoing superintendent of public instruction, as Secretary of Education. And then you had Don Rainwater, who was a little unclear on the issue, saying that money should follow the student, not to a bureaucracy, but that's how the school funding formula works. Money does go to the children in school, regardless of whether it's public, private, or voucher.
Who do you think will resonate possibly with the majority of voters, if at all?
I think basically where you sit depends on where you stand. I really do. Don Rainwater has a small but vocal following. The Liberty and Freedom crowd of Libertarians, Republicans, upset with the mask mandate. You got Dr. Woody Myers, who has that base of Republicans, and you got Governor Holcomb, who's pretty much, for lack of a better term, if you're happy with the state of Indiana, or maybe a little bit concerned, but not necessarily so concerned to go to Myers or Rainwater, I think you're happy with the governor. So I think to a certain degree, each one kind of did what they were supposed to do in this debate in particular.
Well, back to COVID then. I mean, this is a situation where you rarely see. You have several candidates absolutely opposed to this, and despite our coronavirus cases and hospitalizations going up, we're staying the same, at least across the state. What did you find?
Basically, pretty much the same thing. Like I said, Dr. Woody Myers was a lot more aggressive about COVID-19, basically saying, hey, on his first day, he would reinstitute the mask mandate and keep it there until there was a vaccine going on. And he would have a penalty in place for those folks, for those small number of Hoosiers who didn't want to follow it. You had Dr. Don Rainwater, on the other hand, coming from the total opposite direction, he'd get rid of the mask mandate and let Hoosiers make up their own minds as to where they want a mask. I think Governor Holcomb on this one has this one right. It's sort of that middle of the road approach, which is a mask mandate. It is, once again, the sort of bringing Indiana back in phases and in levels, because this is going to be here for a while. And I think that middle of the road approach was probably the best approach to take.
This affects so many people. Property tax caps. What'd you see from last night?
I was a little bit surprised once again at Don Rainwater about property tax caps, saying basically that they would go they only affect the assessed value, and the seniors would lose their homes. And his plan to eliminate property taxes and replace it with a 7% sales tax on the sale of your home. Well, that kind of depends on how many times you move, where you get that 7%. I do think that property taxes in Indiana are fine. Also, taxes have been cut about 19 times, as the governor mentioned yesterday in the debate, and the individual income tax rates are actually still lower than corporate taxes. I do think Dr. Woody Myers said that he would have called a special session to freeze the lowering of corporate income taxes and freed up that money for some other types of programs. So once again, each candidate kind of doing what I expect them to do in this hour-long debate.
All right, Abdul Hakim Shabazz, once again, thanks a lot for your insight. We do appreciate it.
Thank you.